is Danielle Hess, Senior Reporter at Hotel News Now. I'm here with Pete Sams, COO at Davidson. Pete, thanks for joining us today.
Great to be here. Thank you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
So to start out, how many hotels did Davidson have to close because of the pandemic, and how much have you opened now?
Yeah, so I'll start with the good news. We are down to 6 hotels that have suspended operations at this juncture, and 3 of those are intentionally not operating because of renovation. So intentionally leveraging the circumstance, understanding there's not a lot of displacement or occupancy to be gained by being open, and knowing they were going to renovate, they've leveraged the circumstance and are closed for redesign. So we have 3 hotels left at this juncture that are closed due to strictly looking at the business model, and not coincidentally, all 3 are in the San Francisco market. And as has been obvious from a national perspective, no market has been hit more than San Francisco, and a lot of that is the approach by the municipality and city council, and some of their approach around trying to institute new requirements from a government perspective in terms of what it takes to operate our hotels, that have made it debilitating in the short term to even consider opening the doors. So outside of that, all of our hotels are now open, operational. We actually even introduced a new hotel to our portfolio. It was a brand new opening in Philadelphia, a Canopy, which we're excited about. Beautiful new hotel, and we're open and operating now. At our peak, we had just under half of our hotels in a suspended state of operation. So I think peak, we were in the 24, 25 hotel range of hotels that suspended operations for some period of time. We did, as you can imagine, ad nauseum, all kinds of break-even analysis, and had lots of dialogue around when was the right time, should we close, and when was the right time to close, and when was the right time to reopen. I think it's really interesting is for those hotels that we generally found that we could look at the cash burn associated with, because even as a closed asset, you still have expenses you incur, right? So at about somewhere between 10 and 15% occupancy, we could generate a similar result to a closed operation. So we were very much leaning towards and encouraging our owners to keep hotels open if at all possible, right? I mean, it's kind of disconcerting and unheard of in our industry, as we all know and have lamented. The idea of being 24/7, 365 is just kind of entrenched in our DNA, and just to keep the hotels open and have an option for those that still needed travel, while it was certainly a greatly reduced, as we all know, volume of opportunity. There were certainly still needs for travel in certain markets. And then what we've also seen is those hotels that stayed open throughout this circumstance have been, as we had hoped and projected, have done a better job of being able to capture business as it's returned, right? So never having stopped operating, we adapted and adjusted to the new protocols. We were able to keep team members, albeit at reduced numbers, employed and on board. And but it's great. It's great to see the great majority of our hotels are operating. Certainly, we're still nowhere near budgeted expectations or 2019 results, but we've seen incremental gain through each of the respective months since we've hit March. So May was better than April, June better than May, et cetera. July really looked like we were kind of heading in the right direction. We took a step back at some of our assets as some of our primary markets, such as Texas and Florida and Arizona, saw the uptick in COVID, and then the corresponding reactions from those various municipalities. But August is coming in, in every case, every month we've outperformed our short-term forecast for our owners, which we're proud of. And August currently is up 7% to what we projected August would be. So we continue to see signs of slow recovery.
Well, that's great.